whole shebang off tired. And my fan's picking up. And so is. Starting off tired, so naturally I choose the one thing I could possibly do that is absolutely the most boring for the time. Delivering long logs across a ridiculously long and convoluted path. Let's get started. Taking the P12 instead of the P16 because I need something with ice chains in order to successfully get through this path. Bush hides that rock right there. Barely missed it. Ran into that rock one too many times. You see, if I could just drive straight to Amandra, I could go north first and bypass a whole lot of this bullcrap. But it has to be overcomplicated because I have to visit the log station for long logs the west of here first. This one could have been way less tedious, but the devs were like, oh no. No, we're gonna have you beat your head against a brick wall on this one. I think I've chosen the easiest path to do all of this with. And it's probably the best choice when it comes to vehicles to take the long logs, regards to the ones that I have at present. I don't think there's anything that could really get the P12 absolutely stuck other than some of the more medium to large size boulders lying around. So far, it's a pretty straight shot. These are exactly the type of boulders I was talking about, too. It's going to be sketchy as shit trying to cross that little bridge in Amandra, considering the wider profile of this vehicle. So far, differential lock is doing some pretty good work here. Oh, X. I mean, so far so good. Okay, so challenge spot 1 is to turn around at the sawmill. How's my day going? Doing fine so far. I'm a bit tired since I woke up yesterday. Yeah, my sleeping schedule is all messed up. I'm actually trying to flip it around today. Trying to get it back to where I want it. Okay, that's not gonna work either. my way. And unlike MudRunner, we don't have to straighten out our trailer first. Nor do we have to spend gas, skip time. Which personally I think is like the dumbest freaking, one of the dumbest freaking mechanics in MudRunner. Turning off your engine uses gas. Turning off your engine and waiting. Oh, you know what? Maybe that does make sense. A lot of truckers will just leave their engine going the whole time. Now that I think about it. I guess they should probably have it vary by location. If it's snowy, it should use fuel, but if it's temperate, it should be fine. Have they got chain tires in truck? Oh yeah. I got chain tires on the P12. I was going to take the P16 because it's got a much wider profile, but that truck doesn't allow you to put chains on the tires. Which sucks because in one of the recent, oh god, yeah, one of the recent updates, they gave it a unique frame add-on for long logs, and so I wanted to use it because it looked cool. But again, no chains, so bad idea. But the thing is I had the old frame add-on, the standard frame add-on that long log frame add-on that just about every truck gets on the P16 before the update was introduced that adds it in. Now here's the thing. The old one, the old long log frame add-on does not work with the P16 long log trailer, and the regular long log trailer cannot be added on to the P16. So I was forced to remove the previous add-on and add on the new long log add-on. Here's the issue that I found. if you had a save with the long log add-on, the old one on, and then got the update like I did and had it applied, when you remove the old frame add-on, you don't get your truck bucks back for it. Yeah. It's not. Yeah. Another thing to keep in mind is it didn't return it to the pool of frame add-ons that I had purchased. So I had to buy a long log frame add-on brand new again. So I literally purchased 2 additional long log add-ons. One for the regular trucks and one for the P16 specifically, even though I had already purchased one prior. Yeah, those truck bucks are gone. Yeah. So we're gonna... take this path here. That way we avoid this deep snow here. It slows everything down to a crawl. Yeah, it really annoyed me because I was getting pretty close to getting another truck out of the truck stop. Well, the way I see it, I'm still on season 1. There's 15 more after this. $19 more if I get the year 5 pass. Fuel consumption's kind of concerning. below 200. A little bit of a sketchy part there. Just ignore all that mud. Little bit and turn off all-wheel drive. By the way, have I thought to upgrade my stream, like putting some overlays and stuff on it? I have, but that's a little complicated for me. I have a underpowered computer, and while I do have the ability to do that, like I don't know like what I would put up. Like, I mean, like I can say hi, hello, there you are. You know, BRB, ending stream, you know, that kind of thing. That's not too hard. I can put up pictures and whatever. But I usually have the just the raw game footage take up everything. It also takes time and effort to make them, and oftentimes I don't have the skill to do it, and I don't have the funds to pay other people to do it either. I mean, I probably could do it for games that are like in 4:3 aspect ratio to take up where the black bars would be on the sides. But games that are in full widescreen like this, I don't really need to do that for. I am coasting right now. Let's see if 130 liters is enough to get me to that semi-fuel trailer. I mean, one of the things I've done before is during some of my old SCP containment breach streams, the game has artwork images hidden in the game files themselves, and I basically use those to open the stream with. What? Why is there a singular waypoint? Weird. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a slog and a bunch of rocks to deal with. Question is, do I want to come down here and go through a whole bunch of large rocks, or do I want to drive through here and down here and try to turn around before I cross this stupidly tiny bridge? I mean, turning around might actually be the easier one. That's the sad part. This would have me facing in the correct direction. And this one's just not an option. Yeah, I'm gonna try this. Because this is so precarious, I'm not even going to bother with the other waypoints right now. all-wheel drive is not really helping me through this much faster. Now it's necessary. Oh yeah, another thing in streaming is I use OBS because, monetary reasons. But if I had XSplit, it does have a feature that, or if I would manage to be able to get XSplit at some time, it has a feature that OBS doesn't seem to have, which is you can literally drag and drop pictures and videos from the desktop onto the software, and it'll just open it right there. Okay. What am I caught on? Oh, I see. Okay. Video. This was one of the things I was concerned about. Down into the muck. Differential enough. Does not seem to be. Okay. Four-wheel drive. Do this, get me out of this stuck crap. Oh. It's all the way up there. Okay. You found slog snow. I see the trailer off in the distance there. Yep, just disintegrate that tree. Okay, this is sketchy. Crap. I do not like this one bit. Okay. The trailer's right there. Okay, and we are good. That is too close. I am definitely deploying a fuel truck. For the end of Lake Cove. And I'm going to have to do the same exact trip 2 more times, too. turning around with this down there is going to be super sketchy. Just due to the lack of room. Maneuvering space. Oh boy, we got a Discord bot. Okay. Now for two of the sketchiest parts of the trip. Or maybe... Okay, no. Okay, it doesn't look that bad. Never mind. The turn looks better than I remembered it. Okay, so for now, we are at sketchiest part in the entire trip. What am I stuck on? Oh. That. What just happened? Oh, Choice Wireless again. Yep, Choice Wireless. My ISP. Interjecting themselves into my stream. At like the most tense moment of this entire trip. Okay. Oh, holy crap. Okay. And now for the real reason that the ice chains are needed and that I cannot use the P-16 for this mission. Okay. of weird that Polo Peninsula soundtrack involves a theremin. About ice chains that just slide right off there. All ice. Stream is stable. Stable upload speed. I always check my stream upload speed. If it's, check to see if it's around the average of what it's supposed to be at versus it dropping down to nothing. If it drops down to nothing, I know that there's a major ISP issue. But if it's stable, it just means it was an ISP hiccup. I just hope the ISP hiccups aren't big enough to re-trigger the ads on Twitch. Like the ads that you see when you first join into a stream. I honestly don't know if that's the case. Hey, my Mark 38. Okay, now I just have to do all of that 2 more times. 56 minutes, so it should take not much more than 3 hours from start to finish of this mission if everything goes relatively smoothly. That whole trip that made me pucker my butthole more than a few times is relatively smoothly. That was relatively smooth, this trip. Okay, now we can recover our truck. Pain. Google map. Pit coved. Garage. See, this is the kind of mission that really just does not need to be in hardcore mode. We deploy our P-16. Come back here. Take a left. Trailer our truck. Fuel up. Now I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. And we are going to take a truck with the fuel add-on up to the entrance of Amandra. Not sure which one I want to send, though. You know what? Western Star hasn't seen much action for a while. Take the Western Star. It's a really good truck, too. There's the maintenance add-on, but that's already in another spot. Yeah, that's an Amandra. I don't even know what the hydro lift saddle. Like, I don't know what this pulls. I don't know if it's long logs or what. Wait, this has 43s on it, and is 47 capable. And I don't know if that's going to be able to get through. See. Also, unlike MudRunner, I don't have to go and fill it up at a fuel station first. want to get real close to that tip where the water and ice meet. Because if you go just a little bit too far away from the water, you sink through the ice. Just realized White Western Star does not have differential lock. Oh. I could drive down from right there. Drive down right here instead of doing this tippy, rocky telephone pole ice bull crap. And just turn here. Then go up. Yeah, this is much safer. That is a much safer path. Burbs. Lots of burbs. And they just vanish. Saved myself. Yeah. Because of the difficulty of Amandra, I had to look up difficulty of the different seasons, different maps. And the most difficult one was frequently, well, it was almost unanimously labeled as Amir, which I don't know which season that is. Amir, whatever. And the second most difficult one was contested between one, which I don't remember which one it was, and Amandra. So, my question is, am I going to have an easier time with the rest of the maps? Except for Amira, of course. Okay. And that's actually good because once I get the long logs across, I could just drive this truck in to the bottom right area of Amandra. And I'll be able to use it to help complete other contracts and stuff. Other map specific missions. Kind of wondering if I should just move it there already or wait. I think I'll wait. I'm finding it hard to stay awake. I'm only like an hour into this. Hour 20. I didn't think I'd do this, but I might cut this early. Well, so far that's the optimal path for me when it comes to getting logs to a Mandra. Alright. I was gonna just go ahead and do a really long stream, but I'm running out of steam. I'm glad I played this morning, though, because Xbox had an update, and I managed to problem solve. I know I can get long logs to where I need to go now. I've got fuel truck ready to replenish the P12. One out of 3 long logs in. Yeah. And then after that, it's recovering the armored trucks and recovering the plane. And then we'll be done with the contracts. Still numerous tasks in Amandra, though. But at least the hard ones will be done. The hard and tedious ones. And we still have a couple upgrades to look for, if I remember right. Yeah, there's still one upgrade missing. And it's in Amandra. Alright, well, unfortunately, I didn't finish this contract this stream. But, yeah, I need to stay up. but I can't do it playing this. Alright. Later.